Hello everybody, Computerized MTG here, and here we are with the fourth match of Blue-Red Control. Going first, we sure are. Keepable hand though? I don't think so. That's a whole lot of lands. Anticipate might help us dig into something. Censor. You know, we're gonna mulligan. This is a better hand. This is actually a really good hand. We'll keep, sure, we'll put third land at the top. Oh wait, no. Going first? That was not... Okay, well, whatever. We're off to a good start. So, if you've seen the previous match, yeah, it was bad. I'm gonna try not to make similar mistakes. Hopefully, this matchup won't be too bad. It's obviously not a Marvel deck. This could be anything from humans to Mardu vehicles. I'm assuming it's Mardu vehicles. I've seen some lists for Mardu... Oh man, my nose is itching. I've seen some lists for Mardu control mid-range Super Friends stuff. So we'll see what we're up to. I'm pretty sure this looks like an aggro deck. So 3 mana is bound to play something here. So they're playing around Censor. If they play something that's 2 mana, they're playing around Censor. Or not. Sin Brother. That's a card I haven't seen in a while. Okay, well. Do we want Essence Scatter or just Magma Spray? Well, we don't know what he's playing, so let's just Censor here, I guess. Well, no, we can kill with Magma Spray, so let's just do that. We can use any other mix of counters for something else. So, okay, now we Magma Spray, get rid of that. Okay, I almost skipped my land drop there. So now we have a hand chock full of counter magic, and we also have a Glimmer, so hopefully we hit a land. If he doesn't play anything, and I don't have to use a Disallow, Gideon? Chandra. Interesting. So, I think we Censor here. I could have cast Disallow and then keep Censor to cycle, hoping to draw into a land. That would have been the better option. But, okay, so we hit our 4th land anyways. And I'm going to take a quick break real quick and cut out for some technical difficulties. And I'm back. Now, it is entirely up to you guys, but as a tip from a YouTuber, if you ever want to record a YouTube video, it may or may not, but likely it may be in your best interest to use the restroom before you start recording. Cuts you out some embarrassment and some waste of time. Not like I needed to let you guys know that. I could have just cut, but I'm an open person. I feel like you guys needed to know. So he didn't play anything, so we can freely Glimmer here. So, Torrential Gearhulk and Spiral both go at the top. Okay, that's good. So we have another Glimmer. Man, these past 2 videos, my nose has been absurdly itchy. I can't stop. Gotta cut it out. Yeah. So here we have 4 mana again. So we have mana to counter. We can double Essence Scatter if we need to. We can Disallow anything else, and if he doesn't cast Day, add a Prey 5. Don't know what that sounds like. Okay, so this might be just Boros Walkers or something? I don't know. It's a weird deck. Anyways, let's Disallow here. And I still have this damn chat. Well, you know what? I always forget to get rid of the chest. So I'll just keep it. Last game, if you haven't watched it, my nose is killing me, I swear. If you guys haven't watched the last game, I comment that I kind of want to remove the chat. Takes up space, so I ended up taking it out. But it seems like I forgot, so I might just leave it in. Maybe I'll do this right here like that. I'll bring it down a little bit. Okay, so Dragon Master. Yeah, we'll scatter that. Now we'll Glimmer. Okay. So we win that matchup. So let's see here. What can we bring in? So Magma Spray didn't particularly seem to be... Actually, you know what? Magma Spray works. Yeah, I think we'll keep Magma Spray. Sweltering Suns, I'm not sure how useful that is against this deck. So maybe we cut out one Magma Spray. It doesn't seem like they're heavy on creature. Granted, we didn't get to see a whole lot of their deck. We'll bring in one more Negate. They have quite a few Walkers. So we'll have a Negate. I don't think we're gonna need this spell. This is it just creature? Yeah, all non-creatures. We may want to bring in Thing in the Ice, actually. It's not a bad way to deal with the walkers if we can flip it. And it can block early stuff, so we might just do that. Let's take out the Chandra, let's take out the Magma Sprays. Let's bring in the Thing in the Ice. It might just be better to have Magma Spray instead of Thing in the Ice. But, yeah. Oh, I took out 2 more cards. Okay. I guess we'll keep 1 Sweltering Suns in case multiple creatures are off, and I guess we'll bring in this Disallow. Okay, I think that looks good. So obviously their deck cannot function without Planeswalkers, because we counter a bunch of Planeswalker and they just kind of gave up. So maybe they had nothing in hand and they just were... Maybe they miscounted our... I swear I'm going to cut my nose off. Maybe they just miscounted how much land I was tapping. I don't know. Maybe they thought I was tapping 6 and I was going to cast the Gear Hulk and they just gave up when I actually was just going to Glimmer and I accidentally hit 5 lands. But anyways, this is keepable. We have 2 Negates, a Censor, Void Shatter, 2 lands. So hopefully you can draw a 3rd land, and that way we have a Void Shatter at the ready. And we can cast Thing in the Ice. Hopefully it doesn't get removed. Okay, they're going down to 6. Yeah. So hopefully they didn't bring any room. Okay, so we have our 3rd land, but it's not... It's not what we need it to be. So we'll play a mountain here, just so we can kind of threaten a Magma Spray and maybe delay them from wanting to play a creature. Okay. Granted, if they have Desolation and Stone, they might just have it kept mainboard to deal with our Gear Hulks. Drawing a Disallow here is not that good. We really want a 2nd blue mana. Okay, so I'm not too worried about that. It can't exactly get through. Well, we got another land, but it's not quite what we need it to be. I'm going to assume they might try to play a Gideon here, maybe? If their deck runs a Gideon, maybe a Chandra? I don't know what they might try. Okay, so they try for nothing, so I'm gonna actually... Okay. Are they... Maybe they have some sort of trick. Okay, that's fine. We'll block. Let's see what they have. Not... What are they casting here? Okay, now they're... Okay. So, yeah, Gideon is not hitting the field. That's for sure. Okay, so we got 1 counter off the thing. There we go. So now we have 2 blue. So we can Censor and Negate if we need to, or we can cast both Void Shatter and Disallow. So I think against whatever deck this is, I guess it's just blue-red walkers? Is it blue-red mid-range? Or not, I mean white-red mid-range? I don't know. If you guys have seen this deck play before, let me know, I guess. It seems like it's not that good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that this deck seems very good, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just not a good matchup against my deck at the moment. And then he keeps mistapping. Keeps thinking that we're in the 2nd main. So I'm just gonna negate this. Get another counter off a thing in the eyes. And he's got enough mana to where he can play around sensors, so I think it's fine to just cycle sensor here. We have 2 counters up anyways, and that will flip our thing in the eyes. Okay, now we have a Harness Lightning and another Disallow. So it seems like they're kind of a slow deck, and that's kind of what we want anyways. Whenever you're playing a slower deck against control, and you can only cast 1 threat per turn, that's fine. We can just kill it at the end of the turn. And you can only cast 1 threat per turn, you're just kind of done. Like right here, they cast 1 thing. I mean, that's not very good for them. So we kill it. One more spell, and we have a flip thing in the eyes. That's going to be an easy one. Okay, another sensor. I like that. We can use it to draw. So, 1 card in hand. Whatever they're going to cast, we're going to counter. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be an easy win from there. Okay, I don't know why they keep attacking them, and I guess there's no reason not to for them. I guess they are hoping that I don't block in case they're bluffing something. But I mean, it's easy to notice that they wouldn't have anything to bluff with. I can't see that type of deck sideboarding in any sort of, like, tricks or anything. I mean, it seems like a pretty straightforward type of deck. Okay, Pull from Tomorrow is good here. So they cast anything, we counter, flip thing in the ice. They're probably holding up removal for that, but, you know. Otherwise, we can just Pull from Tomorrow and flip. That way we can just swing with a bunch of cards in hand. And even if they do Desolation and Stone here, okay. No removal. So this is kind of it for my opponent. Yeah, there's not. So we're going to cast this and just big old draw. So we're gonna draw 4, discard a card. It's gonna flip. It's gonna bounce. We'll get rid of Aether Hub, I guess. Everything else is good. Okay, we got an Aether Hub anyways. So this is kind of game over. I don't know if there's anything they can do. If they had removal, they should have cast it last turn. Because now I can just have counters for days. There's just nothing. Let's see here. What did they play? I guess? I don't care. That has to be a sideboard card, but why would they bring it in against me? I mean, I guess it's good against manlands, but I just don't see it. You're wasting almost the whole turn to do that, especially at this point in the game. It doesn't do much. Granted, they probably don't have much. Yeah, so that's the game. That's really short. The opponent left. I didn't even get to say GG. So that was a very short game. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to try to squeeze in another one. A lot of my games, they kind of run for long. So for once in a while, when I get a short game, I'm just going to run with it. So that was it against Red-White Walkers? Red-White Midrange? I don't even know what to call it. Was this deck played at some event recently? I don't know. Let me know if you've seen this deck around before. Let me know if it's a viable deck. Maybe it's just bad against control. Maybe just a bad matchup. He obviously didn't draw that great in his first match. He drew a couple of, or first game, he drew a couple of Planeswalkers, and that was that. And obviously this second game, he drew more action, sort of, actually, not really. So obviously my opponent didn't draw well, but let me know. I genuinely want to know if this is actually a viable deck, because it looks interesting, but I'm not sure it's that good of a deck in this current meta. Obviously terribly weak against control. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys liked this video. It was short as a change. That's good, right? So yeah, remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.